In March of 2020, I tried my first ever handstand. On the wall, it was under 30 seconds. From then on, I practiced relentlessly. Eventually, I could take one foot off the wall, and then both feet. After 2 months, I had gained so much control. I was practicing everywhere. My best ever was 6 seconds. That was in June. I never got back to it because then I stopped. Eventually, I stopped making progress. This is me trying the same thing 6 different ways and getting the same result. I couldn't get long handstands consistently at all. Plus, I was falling a lot. So when I quit, I knew I would get back to it at some point. It was only a matter of when. On day 1, I tested my max hold. It was the exact same. I started from scratch. I committed to handstand training every day for 30 days with the hope that by the end, I could do a 10-second hold. I believe that if I could support my weight on my hands for over 10 seconds, that would demonstrate that I had mastered this skill. Today, I did my full warm-up. Wrist circles, wrist pulses, and on the first handstand,
my shoulder hurts.
On day 4, I tried a challenge, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, as long as you can. I got 5 minutes until a scary dismount. On day 5, I started taking 1 foot off at a time. Day 7 was my first try doing kick-ups. It went about as badly as I thought. On day 10, I finally took both feet off the wall. These free holds actually went pretty well, each of them 2 to 3 seconds. When I first started training in March of 2020, my goal was 10 seconds. You might be mad that I quit at 6 seconds because it's so close to 10. It might seem close, but it's really not. For handstands, 0.1, 0.2 seconds is a big improvement. I had stopped making progress for weeks before I finally quit. Today, I retried my max hold, and the time speaks for itself. That gave me confidence to try kick-ups again. Here was the best one. On day 14, I found a huge handstand hack. Resting your legs on a fence can keep you upside down way longer. And getting good at handstands requires getting comfortable upside down. Plus, there was this.
Okay, it's April 12th. I'm halfway through training. I just discovered that using turf is way easier on the hands. There we go.
From then on, it was just repetition.
I made steak last night and burned my thumb. I don't know if you can see, but that's making this kind of hard.
With my right thumb out, I decided to tackle my left wrist weakness. Even with my hand messed up, I was training day and night.
My thumb is good. I think it's day 24 in training.
It took a little while to get back into it, and it was super windy. But today I did my first ever little handstand walks. The middle weeks got frustrating. I was plateauing or making reverse progress. I went from a 4-second hold to not being able to get back to it, and this was just like the lull I hit the first time around, where you put in work day after day, but you don't get any results. But to put it in perspective, after 2 months of training the first time around, I had a 3-second hold, and this time around, I was frustrated to only be at 3 seconds after about 3 weeks. Okay, my last day. I decided not to do too much. Not many actual handstands. I did this shoulder loading drill I learned from Morgan Maroney, who, if I haven't said already, is the handstanding queen. You should check out her tutorials. The videos are all really well done. Going into day 30, I really wanted a 10-second hold, but it looked like that wasn't gonna happen. So I tried as long as I could and got 5 seconds. New training block best. 5 seconds was longer than I'd been able to do this entire time, so I was happy, and from then on, I just had to keep going. I almost had a disaster, but it just took time. Day 35 started out really well. I had consistent 5-second handstands. And then I broke through.
That was so long. What was that?
This was a huge confidence booster, and it motivated me for the home stretch. The big day. I warmed up normally, got a few easy ones in, and then
I had to check to make sure. I did it. It was over 10 seconds. I'm done. I'm at a loss for words. This has been the hardest challenge I've ever done. While it only took a month of training, I first wanted to do this a year ago, and I tried and couldn't do it. I gave up, and I hate to quit things. But I stuck with it this time around, and I finally did it. The first time around, I quit because I kept plateauing, and the falls really hurt. Oh, that one hurt. Some of the falls are funny. Some of them hurt a lot. Ow.
I hurt my toe, hurt my wrist, tweaked my back, a lot of pain in my upper back, and hurt my knees, hurt my elbows, obviously the thumb. So when a lull or a plateau like this happens, you just have to have faith, keep calm, and keep doing what you've been doing. And eventually, it'll end.
I'm really proud of myself. Follow your dreams.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you enjoyed that, check out another video here, or subscribe for all of my stuff here. I upload every week. Follow me here. I post a lot. Thanks, and see you next week.